Okay, so, it's time to introduce my Orzhov Angels version 1 list. And I want to talk a little bit about this style of deck. I've actually played a good amount of this, 15 months ago or some insane thing. And I want to compare this in shape to my Rakdos list. And I'm going to make the statement right now that I want you to kind of see and observe and think about, which is I want to do one solid big thing on curve per turn, right? So, I mean, ignore turn 1, because often we don't care if we can get a turn 1 play, but really it's turn 2, delete something at instant speed or take a peek in the hand. And then on turn 3, play an Intimidating Angel. Turn 4, play a Saga that gives me an Angel. And then, chapter 2, I can sack stuff. And then turn 5, I can play a Kaya and exile something and start building some value. You're trying to just kind of spend all your mana on, a card per turn. And if any of you have seen my Rakdos sack list, or excuse me, not Rakdos sacrifice, Rakdos discard list, it kind of has a similar look and feel to things, right? It has a lot of stuff going on in the 2 mana slot, actually quite a bit more than our other deck. Actually, let me move this. There we go. Now it looks more normal. This is land. Has quite a bit of stuff going on in the 2 mana slot, and then kind of just curves out to be strong. And if you have seen my discard list, that I had an 85% win rate with this thing. It was amazing. This list was trying to do one big thing a turn, and we never really had card draw issues. This is kind of the same generalized look. This is a land. I'm pulling it over this way. Where we're really just trying to do a punchy, notable thing every single turn. So this is an Angels list. We do run Righteous Valkyrie and Resplendent Angel, and we have Starnheim Unleashed and Firja and a Baneslayer Angel. It has a good amount of Angels in it. Let's not forget the speaker. But there's some cards that I'm not 100% sure of. First is Baneslayer Angel. I think we might get good use out of Elspeth Conquers Death as just a very, very good card. A lot of value. I think the Sagas are a perfect example of the kind of card we want in this deck. Then there is Sigrid, God Favorite, who's amazing. I think she's wonderful, just like one of the best cards in the set. And Resplendent Angel, I'm a little bit on, but having a 3/3 flyer seems okay. There's some reasonable options to switch stuff. And in terms of land, we don't want to have very many tap lands at all, because we are coming into play untapped trying to do things on curve, which is why I'm comfortable running some Emeria's Calls and one Agadeem's Awakening, but you'll notice I'm not running any Hagra Mauling and stuff like that. And I want to take the time to address some cards that are notably not in here. For instance, there is Crippling Fear, which is, I think, a card that is acceptable on the sideboard. We obviously name Angel, sweep everything away, and stuff like that. But when we are playing a big thing or removing a big thing, we start to not really need sweepers as much, because we start really just removing the most significant threats, either with our removal spells or with an Agonizing Remorse. We start removing some of those, or we have a substantial creature on the battlefield to block. So this is only really necessary in extreme cases. I'd much rather just do little brief removal stuff, bam, 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 big, winning, active shit. And I think that this is probably the biggest mistake that I would make when I would be building some of my mid-range decks, is that I would not know when to stop being so damn control-y and start being more proactive. I would often put in way too many answers. Way too many answers. So a few other choices. Legion Angel. Legion Angel is okay. I think Legion Angel is okay. It's a consideration, but I think I'd rather have a big fucking Annihilator like Starnheim Unleashed. And we have a good amount of stuff in the 4-drop slot anyways, so Another consideration is something like Maze Mind Tome. Again, I think that this is one of the most consistent error that I would make in sort of mid-range style decks like this, is I would put in too much long-term card draw stuff and not do smart things like just put in another big scary fucking creature. So, I don't think this is a candidate. I think that Legion Angel is a candidate. I also think that, whatever her name is, Youthful Valkyrie, this is a potential candidate, but again, I want to spend turn 1 and 2, like, removing stuff. And I don't want to be in that situation where I'm playing a Youthful Valkyrie and getting in a little bit of a weird spot. I have some considerations, but I think that this is a reasonable one. Did you mention why there's no ECD? Yeah, no, I just think that Elspeth Conquers Death is a good candidate as a replacement for a Baneslayer Angel. But I kind of want to put in the Angels right now. Growlsmith is an Anthem effect or two. Anthem effects, by the way, are all your stuff gets +X+X. First of all, Righteous Valkyrie is an Anthem effect, and I think that it is the correct Anthem effect to shoot for. And I think that... And here she is. And I think that Anthem effects are most effective when you have a lot of 1/1s. So it looks like we're going to get the opportunity to do exactly the kind of curve out that I'm talking about. You'll also see some of the benefit of having 1-mana things, such as Bloodchief's Thirst. Because we can do multiple things on curve. I mean, I'd rather have my opponent spend their entire turn trying to do stuff. What life gain do we have? Honest question. We have Baneslayer Angel for lifelink. We have Righteous Valkyrie, that whenever we cast stuff, we get lifelink. Perfect. And now, next turn, we can play an Angel and Agonizing Remorse. Or not Agonizing Remorse, Bloodchief's Thirst, I think. Surprised we aren't killing the dragon. I don't really need to right now. We're going to, Hetzel. It's something that really turns us on. We're interested in pulling off, you know. We can kill this easily with this. What? So we'll go to 9. We have a lot of opportunities to gain life. We can start applying a little pressure as well. I think we'll want another white mana here. Now I can take a peek into the hand right now. I actually think that taking a peek into the hand is probably better than just playing a 3/3 flyer that I'll probably wind up trading away. Terrific. This is actually kind of a comical game for demonstrating all of the concepts that I was talking about. We want lots of untapped lands so we can do things on curve. We want to make sure we have a lot of cheap 1 and 2 mana removal. I'm not going to swing with the Righteous Valkyrie because our health is the only thing that matters. Where else is overlay not working for anyone else? Or just me? Yeah, is our overlay working? Let me double check and make sure. Like, my extension says it's working, but sometimes it needs a refresh. Sometimes these little F5. Great. Thanks so much, everyone. Stabilization commencing. Just refreshing it's working. Great, YRL. Great. Gid. Whoa! Look at, whoa! All these crazy responses. Well, farts. I see no reason to attack. This deck does not really run a lot of card draw. It runs a lot of card cycle type effects, like spend a card to draw a card. I can't believe you've done this. Paulo says Marshal can't exile himself upon death. I think it might say another. Yeah, another creature card from your graveyard. No! Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, why no attack? This is a great question. Why would we not attack with the Righteous Valkyrie? Because our opponent has already shown some flying haste style creatures, and what we wish to do is we wish to have something like the Righteous Valkyrie down as a way to block a lot of these flying haste type creatures that might be swinging in. No blocks. Terrific. And then we get to play the Baneslayer. Well, farts. Don't really ever need more than 5. Still gonna hold on to this. I just want to leave something that can block a hasty thing. Terrific. If it's a double swing, maybe we just eat the dragon. Oh! Oh, great. Easy obvious block. Fantastic. Dum, dum, bum, bum. Perfect. Riddle form me this. Baneslayer isn't legendary. That's right. Baneslayer ain't legendary at all. And it's really nice to have a protection from dragons, protection from demons, when there's so many gold spans running around. You I've played a lot of this style of Is It Wizard. As I was calling him, Izzy Wizzy. So this permits me to just swing in. Has protection from both these dragons. So they can't block. We gain some health, we're going to gain another 5. Again, we don't really need more than 5 points a lot of the time. DK Wild says, remember when Baneslayer Angel was the insane power creep example? Was it? What was the argument that claimed that it was? By the way, does everyone know the difference between a card that's powerful versus a card that is causing power creep? I think it's just a really good creature. It was over a decade ago? Yeah. Reddish Mallard says, I've always considered myself a power creep. Baneslayer was compared to Sarah Angel. Ah, yeah. Like, so, this is interesting, because that's not what power creep is. That's not what power creep is. Power creep is one of these terms that has a strict definition that's frequently incorrectly used, even though the sentiment behind it is the important thing, and that's correct. Like, Baneslayer Angel is like a strictly better Sarah Angel. Wow, the 5 mana cards sure seem to get more powerful. Collision says, if one likes the card, it's powerful. If one doesn't, it's power creep. That's the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard. Alright. How tight? Oh my god, thank god. So, power creep I guess I have enough instant speed removal. Power creep. Alright, power creep time. Alright. Here is, what is this? This is power. Cost. So we're going to draw a line like this. Right? So here is our old, here's our old line. And the idea is that if you print something that is more powerful at a given cost, right? More powerful at a given cost, right? You have this differential here, right? This is not power creep yet. This is not power creep, right? This is just something that is above the power level of everything else. But power creep is when you print something like here, and like here, and like here, and maybe one up here. You start printing some things that are more powerful than average, right? Hold on, I have to take a play, because this game fucking sucks. So do I want to get this down now? I think I do. Albatrosses needs a third axis for time. No, it doesn't. We've already included the third axis. We've already included the third axis right here. We don't even need to do it as an axis. But the power creep is when you have a bunch of individual things that are above the average power curve. So it makes you want to print more things that are above the average power curve. Maybe something like this. To where this is your new power level. So in other words, this one that we're circling in green previously exceeded the power of everything else, which then caused the overall level to creep upward. This is what power creep is. So for instance, if you just see a really powerful card, that does not necessarily mean power creep. Might not even mean anything at all. He says, how's that not power creep then? Baneslayer used to be above average. Now it's somewhat average. Again, Gilyu, a card being powerful is not power creep. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to get everyone to use the word correctly, which is, wow, this used to be a powerful card. Now it seems fine, which is evidence that power creep has occurred. Or a power creep is generally used to mean unintentional when Wizards has been very explicit about it being intentional. But either way, what you would do is you would say, Sigrid is amazing. So what you do is you'd say, because Baneslayer Angel seems like an average power card, there has been power creep. It just doesn't mean anything to say Baneslayer Angel is power creep. Well, farts. Alright, I think I am going to play the Righteous Valkyrie here. Yeah, Albatross time hits. Power creep is a statement about a trend. It's not a statement about a powerful card. It's not a statement about any of that. Okay, so I don't want to block here. If I do this, I don't think there's any sort of deal 2 damage card. I mean, this could be a Zareth-san, which would stink a little bit, but I still think we'd be okay. Yeah. Filling up my bin. So, okay. God, it really sucks that I don't have the black mana to be able to cast this shit. I'm gonna concede. So, how many black sources do we have? We have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it looks like I have one more black source than white source. So I have 8 of these, and I have... Yeah, so it looks like everything's actually fine. Playing a little bit more. Playing a little bit more. Mr. Tibet says that seems like a really small distinction. I don't know... Will it blend? Will it blend? Yeah, I would say it's not a small distinction. I mean, because talking about what the word actually means. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. I just think that they're literally different in a very sort of overt way. I think I don't want these. I think that these run too high of a risk of not being able to enter untapped. Is Brit sharpening a pencil? She's making a smoothie. Okay. Sigrid is unbelievable against aggro decks. I think she is so good. Luminarch Aspirant. Probably get rid of the aspirants. Okay, let me see if I can do a comparison. Yeah, I mean, it's the difference between an instance of a very powerful card versus a trend about how the entire full set of everything is interacting with one another. Okay, so we are going to get... I think we're okay. Yeah, I mean, you could literally have a card that's fucking broken and busted and overpoweredly good. Actually, I mean, here's a really good example, which is, let's imagine that there was a set in which every card was worse, and there were 4 very, very powerful cards, and people only ever cared about and played those ones. What this makes me want to do is makes me want to not run Baneslayer Angel. That would be an instance where you just say, these cards suck. But it looks like the opposite of power creep has happened. Like... Alright, so we actually have some choices here. Maul the Skyclaves is coming. How much damage is here? I think I have to play the... Firja's Retribution. As long as I don't die. Yeah, and Lycra says, the point is just to note that someone should say powerful card is evidence of there being power creep rather than saying the card is power creep. It's that plus a little bit more. Any individual card is not evidence of power creep. Power creep is speaking with respect to the collection. So it's actually exactly 14, huh? Exactly 14 damage. So we do this, right? This second chapter is worse than I thought. Let's see. Man, some of these untapped fucking Landos suck. This is destroy creature with power less than this creature's power. I don't think we actually have a play here. And the way I feel is I feel too high up on the curve. Too high up on the curve. This card I actually don't like. This actually, I don't like this card, which feels very weird to say. The thing is that it says until end of turn, angels you control gain tap to destroy target creature with power less than this creature's power. I thought it was until next turn. Kaya does not seem to be doing much for you either. Can't conclude that. We haven't drawn her and been able to cast her. Let's see here. I guess the idea is to swing with Vigilant Angels and then tap them. I'm not saying I'm confused about the use case. I'm saying that I thought that this said until the start of your next turn. Similar to the wording on Elspeth. Elspeth Conquers Death. This says, non-creature spells your opponent casts cost 2 until your next turn. So I thought this was until your next turn, which makes it... I thought this was summon an angel, and then in a blocking sense, you can have all your angels block, and then tap to blow shit up. And this actually, in my eyes, with my previous misunderstanding of the card, I thought this was really the core defensive turning point card of the deck, right? A card where if I'm ahead, I can get more ahead, I am leery of. So I now think it sucks. Again, to make sure you all understand what I'm saying. I used to think that this said until the start of my next turn. So I thought that I could play it, and then it would pass to the opponents, they'd attack, and then I could block, and then I'd be able to tap and like blow some of their shit up. That's what I thought that Firja's Retribution was. I thought that it was a way to like really restabilize. But it's not at all, which really means that I'm not solving a lot of my sort of key problems. Let's peel a little bit. I'm going to try... Whoa! I'm actually going to try my Youthful Valkyrie, see how this winds up feeling. Doing kind of a weird mix of things, but I think this is okay to at least experiment with. Dropping down to 2 Kayas seemed fine. Well, Valkyrie's a little bit of a weird card that might be like the thing that fits just right in our deck. I mean, basically, I just need to pull down because what I'm seeing in all of our games, basically, is I'm not quite able to spend the stuff in my hand fast enough. I want to just spend it like a little bit faster, but not a lot faster. Not a lot faster, because if I'm like blasting out my entire hand, we don't have a lot of the graveyard recursion of a Croxa and things like this. Okay. Alright, so the correct thing for one and all to do is to just hold off on all adjustments comments for a while. Hold off on all adjustment comments for a while, because we just did a substantial change to our decks. We need to verify it a little bit. The choice was Youthful Valkyrie. Or, more broadly, and I want to be really clear, it's not just that we smashed a Youthful Valkyrie in there because she's a good card. It's that we were specifically noticing that we had a lot of cards in our hand when we died often. And so it makes us want to increase the amount of cheap cards that we have. And she seemed like a reasonable candidate as a cheap deck. And Donato. Okay, well, this is not the ideal. I would have preferred another land, so I could have gone Valkyrie and eliminate, but that's okay. This is kind of why we're running 25 landers. And just this one gets big. Okay. Yeah, Resplendent Marshal's very okay. Cardboard Live not up. Should be up, Lloydsmith. Red Arrogant Knight says we should stack the triggers ourselves next time for extra life. How does that work? Well, doesn't that stink? I don't think that would work. Okay. I think we just chill. Yeah, manually ordering the triggers doesn't do anything. Because when Resplendent Marshal enters the battlefield, it's a 3-3. When it exiles, it's still a 3-3. Well, that sucks. We will now get bonked for 5. Our hope is that by doing this, we can eventually chip away at the devotion on the other side. Taking a little damage here is fine. Mangara the Diplomat. Whenever an opponent attacks with creatures, 2 or more of those creatures are attacking you, draw a card. Whenever an opponent casts their second spell each turn, draw a card. Oh shit, Mangara is fucking awesome. I love Mangara. Destroy the one with no counters on it. Selfless Savior, come on. I think I do block with the Speaker of Heavens here. It's a pretty straightforward block. Where the hell have you been my entire life? What a prick. I think this is okay. just chill back another turn because we blocked with the cleric. Ugh. No blocks. All right, well. Should have swung with this first, but that's fine. Oh shit, there's an all-side over here. Fuck! I am such a feeder. I think that's, yeah, that's dead for us. Alright, I just... making a mistaking. So this is okay. This turned out okay. This turned out okay. I'm feeling a little bit low on this card, on this one right here, but we're gonna play a few more. We're gonna play a few more. Hey Blue Wall, if you would do me a favor, I see you asking a question sort of repeatedly and copy pasting it, and this has been a bit of a theme for the last, say, maybe a week or two. If you would back off on it, just like maybe 20%, something like that. Not there's anything wrong with your question or your wish to like copy paste or any such thing, but rather it's just that I want to make sure that I'm sort of answering a spread of people. Whoa! And then I throw my pen at you, you fuck! So this is a hard matchup, and this is why I want more instant speed. Sorry, won't do it again? No, again, like, I don't want you to think that I'm like, if you ever do that again, I will fly to Switzerland and stab you. Just mean like a little bit more spaced out. But if you're looking for Boros cycling, you're looking for an easy to understand control deck to try. I'll be really honest. I would alternate between playing a control deck and then watching videos that control deck played. Just like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Blue Wall gives 5 subs. No, do not think you need to provide penance, Blue Wall. It's been a treat to have you here this last few weeks. Whoosh, whoosh. Actually, just look up some Orzhov Angels Kaldheim. I want to just briefly look up some other listos. This, I think, is a good spot to be in, huh? Let's take a peek and just see what we're dealing with over here. I'm gonna do this because my Righteous Valkyrie is very obviously a solid card for Ramon Badger to be wanting to Bloodchief's Thirst. It's just a strong blocker. It'll require 4 mana on this. C'est parfait. I mean, Starnheim Unleashed has felt consistently good. I wonder if there is a good anti-graveyard technology that I could use. C'est excellent. Well, this turned out well. What is a good one that can exile all the stuff from my graveyard? Yeah, Figbird, in response to our blue wall comment, says, yeah, it is a hard line to walk between having a question you want answered and how often it should be asked. Sometimes it's a miss of the question, sometimes it's a question that is not going to get answered. Yeah, it's really tricky because, like, in a very literal sense, I cannot answer everybody. Like, very literally. Yeah, maybe it's just Soul Guide Lantern. I'm gonna swing with everything. Is disgusting. I need to look up some flash white cards. Yeah, and it's like a really interesting pickle, but what I find is you can just ask somebody and speak to them in a straightforward way, and that pretty much always works great. Because, I mean, like, the more I do the whole, like, fucking live community management stuff, the more I'm of the opinion that some rules are good, but, like, soft rules should be the norm, and speaking to people like they're human beings should be the norm. You know what I mean? Like, if you just talk to people like real humans, and have all the rules be soft, because there's people that I know that have violated no strict rule, but... Alright, that's fine. They violated no strict rule, and yet... Ah, Cling to Dust. That's the... there it is. Cling to Dust is the option. Thanks, Chewy. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. That's the one. This could be a... Didn't say please. That'd be fine. There's been people I've known who violate no rules, but are being pricks. And I think it's important to say. Hey, I'm being... Like, you're upsetting people. Didn't say please cost 3. There's one Foretold card, and there's 2 up. I think this is worth it. If this gets countered, I have some straightforward plays. Yeah. There it is. Oh, I called it, saw it coming, so it didn't say please. Whoopsie fucking dipsy. That is like totally my bad. I forgot. I thought this card was called didn't say please, so I just messed up the name. Yeah, and then there's people I know that have also violated the rules, but it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, I think rules are just, it's when you're dealing with community stuff, the more hard-lined you try to delineate shit, the worse off you become. Because, like, no matter... Like, if I say, here are the exact rules of how to behave in this community, because our goal is to make sure everyone feels comfortable. This means that I will infinitely keep changing these. Yes, it's a cleric. May the healing begin. Alright, I mean, I'm just going to do some simple swings here. It's fine. Double block is fine. I love this. I love this. PPHD says, hey Sean, going through some rough time right now. Your card review did help a lot. P.S. When you say c'est excellent, don't pronounce the T at the end of say. Oh, of course, PPHD. No, believe me, as someone who my mother's fluent in French, was a French teacher at a university in France, who tried to get me as much to her only marginal benefit, get me to learn reasonable French. I consider my pronunciation of French words much more recreational than correct. Although in that case, is it actually like and I mean with that in mind, do you not pronounce that? I'm gonna concede here because I'm building a sideboard. There's a lot of English words I'm pronouncing correctly, like Asher. Because like I know, like, because it's like one of those things where the T is silent at the end of the word eh. No, I know that. I know that, like, say is pronounced say, but the C apostrophe EST is pronounced say. But my question is, because there's things like je ne sais pas gets contracted as je ne sais pas. You know what I mean? And there's rules on how, just like when people are speaking to each other, that like sometimes the silent stuff gets pronounced. All right, I got to change the topic because again, people are starting to just say shit that I'm not asking. This is like another like caster pickle, where I'm bringing up a very specific things. What are the situations in which, at the end of a word where there's a silent consonant, it does get pronounced? When does that happen? And then people are coming in being like, you know, the word excellent in feminine does have the E-N-T-E, so you pronounce that then, but at excellent you don't. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's not my question. Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, it's called liaison. That's correct. All right, so let's do some tuning here. What is Cling to Dust? I think that I want at least some, in the sideboard. All right, let's see. I think Cling to Dust is good. I think we want some more instant speed, removally doovalies. I feel like I haven't been able to use Kaya. Something else we can put in there. I don't wanna overreact to it because DM Canes we lost to Rogues, mono white aggro, and then I think some other aggro deck, right? So we would typically board that out, which is fine. I actually do want these eliminates in here, and then Crippling Fear. What are other flash spells that we could potentially use? I kind of feel like Glorious Protectors may be pretty reasonable. Resplendent Marshal sucks. I actually hate Resplendent Marshal. I'm gonna put Glorious Protector in the main deck and see how she fares. Hagra Mauling for dual faced. Yeah, let's try this. Let's try putting in two. Hag. Feels like maybe incorrect. Glorious Protector is good because she is flash. That's what we're hunting for. 3/4 flash flyer. Extremely good against rogues. Very good against control decks. It does not really interact with almost anything else in our deck. Like, technically, we could get rid of Sigrid. Whoa! What are other things for flash? Alright, it's not much. I think a Drannith Magistrate is probably going to be important at some point in my life. Well, obviously we want a pair of Duresses. This is going to be good. Alright, actually, let's put in another one of these on the side. Our sideboard's quite sloppy, but we're still fiddling a little bit. I'm still feeling like there's some vulnerability right in here. We play a few more best of ones, and then we're going to keep tuning it. Tormod's Crypt for sideboard. That would be pretty... It's strictly worse than Cling to Dust. Do you want a board wipe like Crippling Fear on the side? We have Crippling Fear on the side, Fimivaries. I think this is an okay start. We have some pricey stuff that I've been interested to see how it plays. We're against Ender Wiggin, who certainly is a damn good pilot. Who was the white 4-drop you were swooning over earlier? Was there a white 4-drop I was swooning over earlier? Was it then? Was it? Brightclimb Pathway. Okay. You got it, Enderwiggin. Aha! Everyone's trying to life gain. Ender Wiggin is in the think tank. What is going on? Alright, there we go. Chunk. Lands, please. We'd love some handy dandy landies. Needs more Ansible. I love Ender's Game and Ender's Shadow. I love those books. I think Kaya the Inexorable is going to be pretty good here. We might want just like, I don't know. I think pair of Baneslayers, pair of Kayas seem fine. Alright, what can you do? I see no reason to hurry. Ever read Speak for the Dead? I didn't read almost any of the other Ender's books. They reprint Baneslayer and Kaldheim. They sure fucking did. Yeah, you know, we might want Mangara the Diplomat in the sideboard. That seems like a pretty fun one, huh? Well, shit. You ever catch up on Dresden Files? No, I'm still working on Ghost Story, which is so good. I love Ghost Story. Yeah, no, I think, Krezik, BTW, I think that the amount of land is not our problem. It's the amount of pricey shit that is our problem. I think that's it. Agadeem says it's a shame that Orson Scott Card is such a butthead. I'm pretty comfortable about separating the art from the artist. Bane slaying time, baby. What? Alright, I'll play around Sigrid. I'm gonna run myself into a Sigrid. Ran Wing there. What does this thing do? Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast? Alright. I will play another Baneslayer. That is a funky-ass card to have. Oh my god! Wait, what? No way! Well, at least I life game first. Bang, bong, bang, boom. Alright.
Time to focus. I got a job to do. It's the least you deserve.
So far, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Crowd Tomislavs, if you were a god, you'd be the god of good time. Yeah. It's a battle of the life gainers. There you go. Healing.
I'm just gonna...
Oh my god, our deck is actually working as intended. Actually, I probably need to find a removal spell to kill Linden. Ow. Perfect. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. I think this is okay to include a pair of these. The Hagra was iffy. I think iffy is the wrong word, and more like, I think it's probably better to keep it. But iffy is an overstatement, because we now have enough land to cast an enormous Starnheim Unleashed, and we have plenty of life to go around, so I mean, I think it's... Like, I'm under literally no pressure, so... Whatever. 3, because this is 1, 2... Math is impossible. Oh, lose the mana. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty unbelievably cool with someone's work versus who someone is. Especially because in my experience in life, I have personally known people that I would describe as total pieces of shit. And 7 years later, they've actually really turned around and become a better person. I just fundamentally believe in, like, 50-second chances, you know? I think we did it. You got it. Got him. Bing, bang, bong, boom. Settle the wreckage. Yeah, right? I'm fucking cutest dork like an idiot. God, I cannot wait for my new chair to come. I have purchased so many chairs to sit in. Let me adjust this one. Tune my seat again. Vezroth says Zomg, 62 whole months. Man, hell yeah. I'm sure you're getting them. I'll tell you when I get it. Screw it. Did the fancy chair not do the job? Correct, it didn't. It did not. It's something even more comfortable. Ugh. Enderwigan, currently trying to speak to Bean. What's the strategy, Bean? Tell me what to do, Bean. Junebug Wilson, continue that gift sub from Figbird. Oh, hell yeah. Enderwigan sure teaching us. How funny is it that someone chose the name Enderwigan and then it's just rage delaying? I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water. I'm thirsty anyways. Like, why not? Nice. He sure showed me. Alright, nice. We get a point. So let's play a few more games in best of one. I'm still trying to figure it out. Syzygy says, imagine if Enderwigan had just tried to rope out the buggers. Oh, that would be so funny. Oh, that's so good. Alright. Bushin Style 6 is your Is It Gold Spandex. Helped me a lot. Thanks. Man, don't thank me. Thank Louise Scott Vargas. It's his deck. Alright, let's ratchet up this little tension thing. So this is where we need a lot of instant speed removal. Thanks, LSV. Yeah, Johnny says, Ender reaches the final test, sees the buggers surrounding the planet, and says, fuck this, and leaves the room. Yeah, right? That would be perfect. Darius says, I'll be real interested when you do find a chair that does the job. Also being on the lookout for that and being about your size. 6'4", 220, dude. 6'4", 220 is like my dimensions, man, straight up. You found my dimensions. Alright, I'm not gonna play this. I don't want to play against rogues in a best of one. I don't want to. Alright, let's... Alright, this is me copping out hard, huh? Is that really what I want to do? One of these ones. Let's get some more flashies. Alright, we're ready to go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We're Black White Angels now, Jacob. We're making it work. Rogues needs to leave standard. I build a lot of the decks that I like to play just dump on rogues. Like, dude, I was making that Croxa deck. The rogues just like put Crocs in my bin and I just get to cast Croxa every single fucking turn and then turn off their spells. It's like so good. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Probably our turn 3 play. Turn 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep 6. Yeah, I'm gonna sink down. Let's sink down a little bit, baby. Let's sink. Everybody's sinking down. There we go. Act of Sacrifice right now is amazing. I've been building my own stuff. What is Foretell? Foretell is the ability to kind of like prepay for parts of a card. So right now it's exiled, and then I can cast it later. Love me some Starnheim Unleashed. Probably the Baneslayer. Speaker of the Heavens also does not seem like it's been the most amazing. Yes, Speaker of the Heavens. That's we got a Speaker of the Heavens. Let's get that one out of there. That card's just been a big pile of garbage, huh? What up, Valky? Let's cut that idiot. This seems like the right thing to do. This seems like the right thing to do. Cut Speaker for the Heavens, put in Speaker for the Dead. Alright. Blue Wall gifting another 10. That's 15 total. Just today, and for 47 total. And Blue Wall's like brand new in this community, man. It's so crazy. Be it via YouTube or Twitch, you've helped me get through a difficult phases. Mental health is no joke. Everyone take care of yourself. I'm happy 10 more people can participate in this chat. Community is good in these times. C'est excellent. Ah, yes, the correct pronunciation. The pronunciation we all wish that we did at all points in time. Spartan says, I'm curious what events led chat to say Orson Scott Card is a jerk. I think he has said things that are anti-Semitic. I gotta get rid of this stupid Speaker of the Heavens, man. He's removal bait. That's all he is. But I'm not 100%. I mean, you probably shouldn't. Oh my god, I passed through the turn. Ah! Well, sometimes you just pass through the turn because you're an idiot. I mean... I'm doing everything wrong. Alright, whatever. It's double strike. Homophobic? Oh, well that's, you know. Yeah. I'm obviously not a huge fan of that. I'm actually what I would describe as a huge anti-fan of that. With the Pessimist Castle activation? Yeah. But that said, Ender Shadow's a great book. Alright, Fruity. Put the stop on this time? Well, funny news. Let's take some 3 life. It automatically stops. See, look, it'll stop on the end of the phasing. Yeah, see, look, there it is. It stopped. It's terrific. X equals 3. Oh! Oh! Alright, get these fucking dum-dums out of here. Goodbye. Yeah, let's get in Cling to Dust, Drannith Magistrate. What do I even think is good here? Probably Agonizing Remorse is good. Oh, Drannith Magistrate's good enough. Seems good against Foretellers. Old Yeller Foretellers. Yaha! Cling to Dust, another Remorse. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I think the cleric. I think our clerics are our whiffy card. We need to get rid of the clerics. We're getting rid of the clerics. Bloodchief's Thirst is an A+ card. Happy to have a pair of them in the deck. Very flexible. I need some. What do I need out of this thing? I guess, yeah. Do I have any double black in this deck? I feel like, and I think that I do. I think, what do I crack this for? Yeah, I have to look for white. Black, so I can do this on the first turn. Show me what you got. Oh, we're looking good. That's... Well, things are looking up. Ow! Alberto Malachi coming out of nowhere and gifting us 5. Thank you kindly, Alberto Malachi. Alberto Malachi says, thanks for reminding us to be better gamers. Thanks, Alberto Malachi, and a happy Wednesday to you. No. There's a lot of cards in here, and this is exile 4 other cards. So that's actually pretty easy to cast, huh? I'm just gonna do this because Fruity Fruit has a in hand. This thing. I think we're going to be way better off if we just ditch the clerics. This is going to help me so much. Crow and War is an interesting one. Yeah, man, my lower back just starts killing in this chair after a while. Ugh. Let me sit up straight. Do you think Kunaros the Good Boy is good enough? Is Kunaros standard legal? Wowie zowie. Kunaros Asteros? Nice. Great. got him. Successful maneuver. Fucking tight. Awesome. Yeah! We are very strong! Alright, I actually think our deck's improving. I think our deck's improving. Alright, so I think ba-da-da-da. And this makes it very easy to... ooh! Agonizing Remorse! Oh! Get that in there! Oh! Your land, stop clouding my mind. Get out of there. Did I accidentally remove? Did I? Oh, shit. Oh, get out of there. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Just be in this stack. God damn it. Heartless Act, welcome. And, where's our Angel Marshal? I mean, Angel Marshal is not amazing. He's not. But he is a card. 3 drops looking bare. Well, I mean, not exactly, because technically we have this. And I mean, even so, we're still, like, on the curve. Even if I cut this guy, we still have, like... Again, we have another 3-drop that bounces up there. But I think it's good to put in. What do I want on the side, huh? You know what? This card's fun. Mangara! Whoa! Alright, what? Dude, this card, let's put him in. Alright, let's do it. Mangara the Diplomat. You know what's gonna happen? Wait. I did remove the Fabled Passages. Yeah, I don't like these. What do we want that comes in untapped, huh? Figured it out. Clammy Dominos says, "Hey, I'm really enjoying your YouTube content. Are Eldrazi still viable in any format?" The only viable Eldrazi right now is Ali Eldrazi. Huh? Huh? But no, they all out. It's a good joke. It's a good joke. I like my jokes. Ali Eldrazi is a streamer. Ali Eldrazi is a broadcaster that makes the dumb decks. What? Oh no. Okay. I think I need some enchantment hate in here. I found my enchantment hate. Jesus. Get in there, Youthful Valkyrie. Nightmare. I mean... Flashing her in. Delays my opponent's ability to do anything for a little bit of time. Whoa. This might be a value card to put in our deck as well. What? Holy shit. Decline. Here we go. Commencing Operation Bing Bong. Bam. Oh, whoopsie daisies. That's my bad. Oh shit, we're pretty embarrassed. Forgot that was gonna happen. This sucks. What's red doing in Villain's deck? There's a small number of red enchantments that look and feel okay. Oh. Yeah. Get in there. I feel dead. You played a Turgid God of Fright deck by chance yet? I sure have. You can go to my YouTube and you'll find it right there. We lost. Alright, Kaya. This deck is like designed to own us. Alright, so... Alright, let's see here. Eliminates, get out. Bloodchief's Thirst, get out. My sideboard really sucks against him. Like the most. I think that we should get some enchantment removal in there. That's fine. This is why we hurl our bodies at enemies. We just throw it in. Ugh. Feels good. Feels good to get owned hard. I mean, like, what do I, like, what even, huh? Like, what are we even trying to do here, man? Justice, can we splash blue for Linvala? Disdainful Stroke on the board. Yeah, I'm not sure how to get this one to stabilize. But by God, we're trying. Alright, why not? Got some 1/3s, we're feeling pretty tough. Mangara, when they double spell, they don't. They cast one big ol' fucking spell a turn. Ruin my life. Oh shit, okay. Let's take a peek. Show me what you got. Satan Triumpha. Ermagerd Turgid. I mean, I guess this. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, maybe a Sigiri Shelter kind of thing is a reasonable one to be running. Maybe. I mean, Sigiri Shelter maybe over Hagra Mauling. Protecting our little angels. Alright, it's a glorious protector. Okay. I mean, I guess this one seems like an okay threat. Yeah, I mean, I think that, like, only versus hand, only with a lot of hand disruption can I pull some shit off here. And I don't even have the recurring hand disruption. Baneslayer Angel, let's go. Alright. Thanks for exile any other creature. That'd be great. OP whiffing land drops is helping. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about that. That's how we pull this one off. But I genuinely think Satan Triumpha is just able to put on a little too much pressure versus us. We don't have enough recursive goodness. Surprise, Satan Triumpha. Done it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I might be nearing the end of excellence with our good friend, the, shit. Alright. Here we go! Alright, yeah. We're reaching the end of this Orzhov Angel story. The Great Giggly Movie says, Dan, I'm having fun today. I'm having some fun, but I do feel like everything we do is shit. I mean, it feels so bad, man. What? Oh, come on. Alright, this is the order we're going in. Woohoo! Bing bong. Bam, bam. Here we go. I found the line, everyone. Take that. Alright, our deck's perfect. Angels never really seem to get there. I mean, my hand is unimaginably terrible. I wonder what would be needed to make this puppy work. I think that we're going to play maybe for one more best of 3. Something along these lines. We don't see any white mana from Satan Triumpha. Just a red and a black. Guy's Pants says, why the Chandra Avatar? We used to run a deck that had 17 Chandras or something in it. It was really awesome. With Chandra's Regulator. Our deck is just way, way, way too vulnerable to, like, basic single target removal. It's like unbelievably fucking hard. Like, I cast an angel, someone casts single target removal, and I'm like, oh fuck, you got me, man. Nice. Alright. Woo, guess what, Satan Triumph? I'm fucking coming to town. Danny T. Law says, I'm level 14 now. Hope it gives me some new skill points. It's good to see you, Danny T. Law. And remember, you only get skill points in this channel if you purchase the Day 9 TV Mastery Pass. Basically what it means is that you have no mastery at all, you just get a bunch of stuff. It's very, very important for you to join into it. Ah, fuck. Everything sucks, Danny T. Law. Everything sucks, man. I'm trying to go Angels. It's not working. Okay, you know. And then I flash something in. Ugh. I never expected you to do this. Alright, get me the fuck out of this game. Alright, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done with Angels. Angels are dead to me.